Everyone, so another week, market is open. We're going to just run through a few setups that we were looking at last week and as well as what we're looking at this week. So we're going to start with GU. Last week when the market closed, we were right here. I was looking at pullback to this area um, for a buy or break above this area to continue up for the buy to retest this area firstly or secondly this trend line. And this candle closed right here above this area. An impulse entry was taken, was a bit early, I'd say, as based on the closure, we're looking for this candle to break above and continue pushing up. However, it went and closed back in the range. Had us taken out here for negative 20 pips. So I just then waiting. I personally had taken the buys on this candle when it was breaking above, but as it relates to signals chat, we just waited. And the second entry was right here. Now, after we retested the backside of this trend line as well as this zone, we got this bearish closed. Price came up and created a resistance right here, and then it was being respected. So from that, we had our entry there. Stop was above the last high, and we went all the way down on this one to secure some pips. Right here was 160 pip. For the signal, we had stopped right there. Price continued to sell, which is fine. All these confirmations was just first to stay in the trade while it was going. Um, I personally added additional entries for each of the retest as we were making it down. Now, right here, we're at a sensitive, price sensitive area for me, coming all the way from the left, which is right here. So what I'm looking at for this week is I'm looking to play a pullback at least to this area, which should be in line with the trend line I have here as well. So I'm looking right here for the first stop, and then see how price plays out as right above here. That's 50 pip to that zone, that trend line. Now we can get the pullback, something like this, um, to continue up, but again, we'll wait for price to play out. As for right now, this is the play that I'm looking at. Really looking for price to break above this trend line and see if we can retest this trend line before making any additional move. But the first move or the move that I'm looking on that I'd say for us to take advantage of would be to retest this trend line or this zone, whichever one comes first. Just depends on whether price decides to consolidate a bit and then push up or not. Price can go below, however, I'm not having any such confirmation for that just yet. So I would have to see how all of this right here plays out. But as for now, that is what I'm looking on for GU. All right, now GJ. This one, again, I was anticipating buys before market open. Actually, market opened right up here. Had a buy limit set at 162 100, which is right here. We got activated. We hit TP1 for a 50 pip. TP1 is slightly below here. So we got 50 pips out of this trade before it retraced, as it didn't break our zone right here, didn't go all the way up to retest as well. So it failed to break this zone, wasn't interested in sells, so didn't look to take advantage of any sells, just took our TP1 here. That was that for that trade. Price retested a sensitivity area here again. Um, went ahead and got an early entry here, which is a buy entry based off of this candle retesting this area right here. This is currently still running. Also had a buy stop, which is sent as a signal for the same entry of 162, 100. And we're currently floating in profits on that one as well. Both trades are still running. So as it relates to this week, still looking for GJ buys. However, I'm looking at a possible retest to retest one of these levels. Primarily this level, we can go as far as to retest the trend line, but I'm looking for a slight pullback to continue going up. Also on this minor fib right here, we had hit our TP1. So that again, as well as price rejecting this area to the left, is the reason why I'm currently looking for minor pullbacks. So this zone right here, it can pull back to this zone before it continues up. However, not looking for sells as price so far is still respecting bullish structure. So on GJ, looking for slight pullbacks to continue bullish. Um, Ideally, any additional entry for me would be after price rejects from this area or when we get a closure above this area to continue going bullish. All right, now for gold, the market was right here, did the analysis last week. I was looking for price to come down, test this area before going for a buy. I had this here to retest this area first, rejected, and then to see if we got a retest of this area. However, um, we got the first leg done where price respected this area and sold off. However, when I was looking at the rejection from this area, I actually didn't get it because when price came right here, it actually broke through. So that canceled the confirmation or the bias for buys, and we just adapted to the sells. This was a bit of an early entry, got just about 20 pips out of this entry before going for a stop loss. Was a small scalp move that was done on the live stream, so we took advantage of that, made some profits there. Right here we got in our entry, and the price went in our favor. As it relates to that, we were able to secure just over 200 pip on this move, and the price still continued to sell down. I had this channel here waiting to see price break out. Price did broke out, but continued to sell as well. So price right now is in another key zone for me. So what I'm looking at is small pullbacks again. We start with a smaller move. So I'm looking ideally for a pullback to this area. So it's going to retest this broken support as resistance right here, and also retesting this trend line. This is going to be the first move, and I wait to see what happens here to see if price will reject and then continue down, or to see if we get a pullback to retest any of these key zones up here or any zones higher than here. So right now, the move that we'll be looking at on gold would be just about a 80 pip move to retest this area and then wait for additional confirmation to see if we will be going higher. Additional confirmation can be a break and retest of this trend line or this zone right here to continue higher. But again, step at a time. So I'm looking primarily to take advantage of this 80 plus pip move. Once we maintain above this level right here, not breaking the lows, then that's what I'm looking on for gold. Not gonna jump into a lot of pairs this week. I'm just gonna look at these three pairs. So thanks once again for tuning in, and let's get that back.